Hello and welcome to the channel. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please pop them below. So today I'm going to be discussing the 4% rule versus nearly 4% dividend yield. So some pensions, they'll say you can take on average 4% a year. But over the years that will reduce your pot down. So it could go to zero, you might not have enough years. You could have some bad years in the market. And it doesn't make much sense to me. You've worked hard all your life for that money, for it just to be reduced all the time. Whereas if you invest in dividend stocks, which if you look over the long time, dividend stocks versus the S&P 500, they're about on par. So it's not like you're getting a lesser return. You're getting about the same return, but you're just getting a higher dividend yield. Now, the reason I think this is better is with the 4% rule, you need to sell 4% a year. With the dividend version, you don't need to sell anything. So if I invest in this portfolio, which is nearly 3.82% yield, and I've invested in various ETFs, I don't need to sell anything. So when it comes down to retirement, all I need to do, because my dividends are getting reinvested at the moment, all I need to do is push this button to say turn off reinvest in the dividends, and that'll go into cash and I can take it out. But the thing is, I'm not selling any of my ETFs, so you're holding on to the capital. So if you want to, pass that down, have generational wealth, it just makes more sense to me, really. And even in the down years, you'll still get paid a dividend as well. So we all know there's ups and downs with the stock market, but over the long term, it works out. I think, I don't know, 10, 12%, say. But every year, you'll get this dividend yield. So it's more guaranteed. Yeah, and I think it's more diversified as well. So I'm not going to go over the whole portfolio here. I'm going to make another video going through each ETF in more detail. But I'm just going to go over a quick overview for you. So the reason I don't just invest in, say, VHYL, which is a popular one, but I think they only pays like 1.9% dividend yield. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. So they might look like there's quite a few ETFs in here, but I want to invest in as many places as I can. And they may have the same returns, the lower returns, and some might have higher returns. But I just want the average of most of the market. I haven't got the whole market, but I've got more than, say, the S&P 500 or just say the UK. So I'll just go through them quickly. So I've got UK 100. The UK pays good dividends, like higher dividends than, say, America. So, and the same with Europe. So I've got Europe quality dividend here. I've got another UK dividend. The reason sometimes there's two in here is one might pay 3% dividend here, one might pay 4. So I just might just add the both, doesn't really matter to me. Right, next one is Euro stocks, high dividend, low volatility. So when the market goes down, this will go down less. So the next one is another UK one, quality dividends, equal weighted. So equal weighted just means the same percentage across all the stocks rather than, higher weighted in different ones. So I've got emerging markets, dividend aristocrats. That was quite a good dividend yield in that one actually. And I've got Euro Stocks 50, which is more concentrated. And then the next one I've got is global quality dividend growth. Where it says growth and VHYL, which is here as well, these two, they're both all world. And the growth side of it, what that means is, so say the dividend yield is 3%, So I'm just making that up. We can click on them and check them if you want to. But the growth part means the dividend yield increases by a certain percent each year. So this is why these two are good, because you don't want them decreasing, you want them increasing to counteract inflation. So that's them two. And then I've got an All World 3000. That's just more about diversifying. Now this one I come across the other day and I added it because it was private equity. But that had a good return and a good dividend yield, so I thought I'm going to add that one in. Diversifying again. So this one I like. It's S&P 500 high dividend low volatility again. So I like that one. Then this one is AX200, which is Australia, and then this one's Australia as well. They have good yearly returns and good dividends, so I like them. Another FTSE UK one there, emerging markets. DAX, the DAX has done really well. It's like over 30% this year, and you've got dividend. So, yeah, I think that's really good. Then we've got Europe equity income, Latin America, Pacific ex Japan, global dividend aristocrats. Aristocrats are when they've raised their dividend each year for so many years. Europe's small cap dividend, emerging markets high dividend, FTSE 100, Morningstar developed market, Europe excluding UK quality dividends. I think that's equal weighted. FTSE 100 income, the Nasdaq 100 covered call, and Nasdaq equity premium income. I think one of these is 6 and one of these is 12% dividend. So there's a lot in there, I know that, but this is my portfolio. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And like I say, I want to diversify as much as I can, because if you look at the S&P 500, that's doing not very well compared to a lot of the other ones this year. I'm not saying it's always like that. And if you look over the long term on all of them, they're all about the same, to be honest. The other good thing about investing in different ones is they'll pay out at different times. So when it comes to retirement, I'm going to have different times that the money is going to be coming in. So again, it just makes more sense to me. So I'll leave a link at the bottom of this video if you want to copy the portfolio or just go and have a look. Also, I'll leave another link if you want to sign up for Invest Engine. I use it for ISA because you don't pay tax when it comes out. So even though it's an ISA, I think of it as a pension. So I'm saving for it like you would a pension, because I don't have to pay any tax at all when it comes out, which is brilliant. I have got a SIP in here as well, where if you put £100 in, the government will top that up with a rebate of £25, plus you get your ETF returns. But that is a pension, so when you come to retire, you can take 25% tax free, but the rest will be taxed as income, like a job. So you will be paying tax on that. So it's good for the top up, but it's not good for when you want to take your money out, which is why I use this ISA and why I think the ISA is another version of a pension, but to be taken tax free, which I think is great. So yeah, they're the reasons. But I think if you've got a 3.82% yield, it's a it's a bit of a no-brainer for me. Rather than, I wouldn't want to sell any of my investments, so I would rather just have a higher dividend yield and have that money come in steadily, not worry about what's going on in the market, and I'd be able to sleep better at night. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. There's no investment advice, I'm just showing you what I do. I do have other videos because I do 4 portfolios that I share on my channel. I do this one, which is the diverse dividend portfolio. I also do a simple dividend portfolio, which has a lot less in there. I have a simple growth portfolio and a diversified growth portfolio. So if you want to go and have a look at them, just have a look on my channel. There's playlists as well. If you're specifically looking at the dividends, go look there. Also, if you would like a bonus for signing up, I'll leave the link below. There is terms and conditions on that, but basically you'll get between £20 and £100 if you use my link. Cash will go into your account. I think you have to top up by 100, then it will pop up, and then you can invest that into ETF. So that'll be a little bonus if you do want to start doing that. You don't have to. I'm just saying it's below if you want it. I say, please like and subscribe, and any comments, please leave them below. Thank you.